navigation system. A navigation system helps you navigate or figure out where you are and where you're going.
Many people have navigation systems in their cars and cell phones.
Navigation system is a noun is a person, place, or thing.
I use the navigation system to find the fastest route to Grandma's house.
Fun facts. One kind of navigation system is a GPS, or global positioning system. GPS is a system of satellites designed to help navigate on Earth, the air, and on water.
The first versions of GPS have been around for a long time. In the 1960s, radio transmitters were put into sound lights to conduct experiments. In the 1970s, the early version of the GPS was used by the U.S. Air Force.
GPS stands for Global Positioning System and was actually a military invention. Its first name was Navstar, and the first satellite was launched in 1978. But not all the Navstar satellites made it to orbit, so it was still a work in progress. GPS became fully functional in the U.S. by 1995 and was first used in cars in 1996. The highest quality signals were only used for military purposes until May 2000, when it became available for all civilians for free. Today, GPS is managed by the U.S. Air Force. Many modern receivers actually rely on both GPS and the Russian GLONASS satellites to make their accuracy perfect anywhere in the world. GPS doesn't need an internet connection or a phone signal to function properly, but with them, it becomes more effective. GPS is literally everywhere, and you can now even purchase GPS insoles to keep track of your kids or relatives with Alzheimer's disease. How does it work? Well, to put it simply, GPS is a system that has three basic parts: satellites, ground stations, and receivers. Satellites today are like the stars and constellations that our ancestors used to find out their location. They're supposed to be in a certain place at a certain time, and this is important. Ground stations use radars to find out if the satellites really are where they're supposed to be. A receiver in your phone or in your car is following signals from the satellites to determine how far it is from them. When it finds out how far you are from 4 or more GPS satellites, it can tell exactly where you are, with an accuracy within feet or even inches. The GPS system has 32 active satellites orbiting the Earth. 24 of them are core satellites, and the rest serve as emergency replacements when something happens to the others. They need constant maintenance and sometimes repairs, but even with all that, they only last about 10 years. GPS works in any weather, rain or shine, but there is one important condition. A receiver on Earth has to see at least 4 satellites to calculate an accurate location,